Hi there, Dr. Sandy here from Bedford Chiropractic Clinic. I'm in St. Cuthbert's Arcade, which is opposite the Vanilla Tree, just off St. Peter Street. And I'm here today at lunchtime. This is my lunch break, and I'm just going to meet a very, very dear friend of mine, and I just want to introduce you to him. So come in and follow me. But I also want to introduce you to this place here. This is called Serena Deli, where another very good friend of mine and patient called Dennis and his beautiful wife work here, and I can't recommend this place enough. If you just follow me a second. Okay, what they do is they actually import all this from Italy, so this is genuine Italian product. So if you're looking for the genuine article, this is where you really want to come. And they also have a great menu as well. We're just about to have some omelettes with cheese and some salads. So before that happens, I'm going to just introduce you to a very good friend of mine. Adam.
Hello.
Hi. So thank you for sort of agreeing to sort of do this with me.
It's no problem.
Firstly, just introduce yourself. Just tell me a little bit about what it is that you do.
Okay, my name's Adam. I, by day, am a web designer, website designer, digital marketer. I have had a history in martial arts as well, though not so much lately. Yeah, family man.
Fantastic, great. So you mentioned sort of that you have a marketing company.
Yes.
What's your company called?
Full circle website design, generally with WordPress websites, but we offer digital marketing across the range as well. So social media, search engine optimization, whatever really.
Fantastic. And how long have you been doing that?
Full-time business, been running for 7 years.
7 years, wonderful. And how can someone sort of, if somebody's interested in looking at perhaps using your services, how would they find you?
Just Google Full Circle Website Design. I'll probably dominate the first page of Google, which shows I know what I'm doing.
No.
So, yeah.
Full Circle Web Design, great.
Full Circle Website Design, yeah.
So we've known each other quite a while, right?
Yeah,
Because you've been a patient of mine for quite a few years now.
Yes.
And you very kindly introduced me to a weekend sort of a session. I say kindly, but I don't know about that. But we did an ice bath.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did sort of Wim Hof ice bath.
It's wonderful.
So it was an incredible experience. It's something that I've sort of been interested in for a long time, and I've been sort of studying Wim Hof and doing some of his breathing, not so regularly. But tell me a little bit about your experience with Wim Hof and how has that sort of affected your life and how has it helped you?
Well, from initially finding out about Wim several years ago from a book that I read, he did his recent series on, I can't remember what side it was on now, but Freeze the Fear.
Yeah, Freeze the Fear.
And that's reignited my interest in what Wim Hof does. So went online, did some research, and started practicing the Wim Hof breathing method. Although there's 3 pillars. So there's the breathing, which is his form of meditation. There's the cold exposure or cold therapy, and mindfulness or commitment. So I started doing this about a month ago regularly, so daily, or at least once a day actually, sometimes twice a day with the breathing. And I've found it's helped me massively with a couple of things in life. So I've completely come off of any medication that I've been on for asthma, and I've been on that asthma medication for all of my life.
Right.
Asthmatic since birth. And I've
So,
always been on.
so would you mind just saying how old you are?
I'm 43.
43. So you've been on asthma medication from the age of...
Well, 5, 6. You know, it gets diagnosed when you're a few years old.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've been a sufferer since then. So I've been on some form of active medication, which is when you take it morning or night, or any combination thereof, as well as having relievers as and when wheeziness happens or shortness of breath. So
from the age of then to now 43, right, you've been on some kind of medication, and through sort of this breathing methods that you've been practicing regularly.
Yep.
Yeah. You're not taking any medication at all now.
I decided to come off of the medication completely 3 weeks ago, and of course it's there in case I need it again. But
Yeah,
I've not needed it.
Of course.
And I've not needed the reliever. So the preventer you take regularly, and that was it was Serotype, which is a purple-coloured inhaler. And I can do other ones. That stopped. I haven't needed it. I've been sleeping better at night as well, better quality of sleep. And yeah, that's fine. And that'll carry on.
So just to say, I mean, obviously we're not making any sort of medical claims there. I mean, all Adam is doing here is just telling you his experience with sort of with the breathing technique and what he has found with his medication. We're not sort of making any claims here at all.
No, as I say, I tried to come off of it. I tried to stop to see what would happen with the very clear opinion that should anything go wrong or I start wheezing, I'll go back on my medication and see what happens. But so far, no. And nothing else has changed in my life. Maybe it's too early to say specifically because of this method, but that's what I'm doing at the moment. And other benefits that I've had as well have started occurring. So it's really a question of watch this space. That said, there are plenty of people who've had benefits from the Wim Hof method. It's all documented online, it's all scientifically proven in university studies, and which is what's nice about this. It's not pie in the sky. It has been researched to the nth degree, not just on Wim, but he's taught his method to other people as well. So they've been able to experiment on other people, and therefore not put it down to some sort of genetic anomaly with him himself.
No, absolutely,
so,
absolutely.
That's why I thought it's worth trying and giving some dedication to.
No, fantastic. So the breathing exercises you do now regularly, what, daily?
Yes, normally the breathing I do in the morning before eating is best to be done on an empty stomach, so it sets you up for the day. Sometimes I'll do the breathing sessions later on in the day as well, depending on when I want to maybe have an ice bath, which is another part of the method. The breathing will help to, it purportedly will switch off pain receptors in the body. So it's good to do the breathing beforehand for that reason, and also for generic mindsets. Very good at relaxing nerves as well. So it puts you in a calm frame of mind for what's inevitably going to be quite a shock on the body when you step into a bath full of ice.
No, absolutely. Which I discovered. There's some videos on YouTube which we will sort of put some links to sort of down below. So do sort of watch those, and then you'll see sort of Adam and I sort of actually doing this with a very good friend of sort of ours who's actually teaching now the Wim Hof method. And I've got to say, it was shocking. I've been having cold baths, cold showers for about 8 months now, but that didn't prepare me for what for what it was like stepping into an ice bath. But I did it for 3 minutes. Adam did it for 10 minutes, which is phenomenal. But the feeling afterwards is just hard to describe. It was amazing. But do watch the video just for the fun of it, and also for some education as well, because there's a lot of explanation about sort of some of the benefits of it as well. So that was fantastic. So Adam, where should somebody look to start if they were interested in perhaps sort of looking at this a bit further? Where would they start? What would you recommend?
That's the number one question at the moment on all the forums because of the series that's happened. So, well, personally, I bought the book. The Wim Hof Method book, which is fairly recently out, the new version is out. I would certainly look at maybe a fundamentals course with an instructor. We're very lucky to have one here in Bedford. There's only about 20-25 in the UK. So if you don't live near one of them,
would you mind just sharing the details of the instructor, please?
So our instructor, as we went to see, is Roy Castleman, and his business is All the Power Limited. He's based in Bedford. But to be fair, we'll travel to various locations, so if a business wants to do something for the staff, he can travel.
Okay, fine. So again, the link will be below. So it's Roy Castleman.
Roy Castleman, All the Power.
All the Power. Roy Castleman, All the Power. Do please check him out. I've got to say, I mean, we were fortunate. It was just the two of us with him, and he was just so good. He was so good. Because especially when I went into the ice baths, because I tell you what, that first 30 seconds, there was no way I was going to stay in there. But he was amazing. He just talked me through exactly what was happening, the shock, the fear, all of that. And within sort of 30 seconds, 40 seconds, I was able to calm myself down enough to stay in the ice bath and sort of obviously stay for 3 minutes. But that was because Roy was there just talking me through it. And so I really ask you to sort of check him out. Fantastic, good. So what else would you recommend? I would say, I mean, he's a good sort of person to speak to and attend.
It's always good to get to a Wim Hof instructor, but as I say, the book is out. There's an app you can download on your phone as well, the Wim Hof Method. If you go to the Apple Store or Google Play, you'll find it there. Or there are online courses. So again, on the Wim Hof Method website, you can do mini courses. You can do really in-depth courses. You can train to become an instructor if you wanted to. YouTube have got plenty of videos too. The community is really growing at the minute, and everything is there for you to learn the method, to build it up slowly, I know that Roy would say that.
Yeah.
Don't just jump in an ice bath.
Yes.
Build it up slowly and learn, bit by bit.
Yeah, no, fantastic. So thank you so much for sharing that with us, Adam. Okay, really, really appreciate it. So again, the name of your company?
Full Circle Website Design.
Full Circle Website Design. And Roy Castleman at?
All the Power.
All the Power. Thank you so much. I would really urge you to have a look at Wim Hof. Look at it sort of, obviously some of you may watch the documentary, but the documentary, remember, is for viewing, but there is a lot of science behind what he actually sort of teaches. And I sort of have started really from just watching the YouTube video, and just there is a 30 sort of minute video on breathing techniques, which I really recommend you have a look at. There's a little precursor video where he sort of gives you sort of training on how to sort of use the breathing method, and then of course he takes you through some cycles. So do have a look at that. But for me, it is all about how can you get your body to be at its best in a natural way. Holistic healthcare has got to be the way forward, and I urge you to have a look at this, as this is a great way of doing that. So thank you very much. Thanks again, Adam. Appreciate it. God bless.